Hello, how you doing? Thanks for joining me again on another landscape photography adventure down Pembrokeshire this time. Or seascape, I guess, seascape photography. So we've started off at Barafundle Bay. We're going to head down to Bosherston, and I'm going to walk all the way along the south coast of Pembrokeshire to hopefully the Green Bridge of Wales and get a nice sunset towards the end of the day. It's absolutely gorgeous today. There's some lovely clouds in the sky. I'm really looking forward to getting a really nice strong sunset photograph this evening. So sunset isn't until 10 to 5 or 20 to 5 sunset is. So we've got plenty of time. It's now about 12 o'clock. So we've got 4 hours really. So a lot of filling in to do before we actually find our sunset location. So landscape photography and seascape photography it's never easy. It's not meant to be, you know. It's meant to be a challenge, and I love that. I love the challenge, and it all comes down to how good the light is at the time, unless there's none, in which case you're trying to do something completely different. But yeah, today it started off. Oh, the light's coming out again now. Oh, it might be in luck. That's a stroke of luck. So we started off a really gorgeous day, and then the sun went behind this block of cloud, and it's gone really dark, and it seems like for absolute ever. But it might be that the clouds are just about to lift, and we'll hopefully be able to get an image pretty soon, because we've been walking for ages past some amazing spots and I just haven't had the light to be able to catch anything. So keep walking, we'll get there. Okay, we're sprinted down to Church Rock because there was a break of light that came out just as we were heading past it, and what we decided to do is leg it across, get the camera set up, and just wait a couple of minutes just for the light to come through the clouds a little bit. It's not really done that much. It has opened up a little bit, but since then we've lost it. I did have a lovely composition set up, and the waves are just coming out of nowhere. So all I'm doing is using this foreground here, these rocks in the foreground, and just waiting for the water. I'm only shooting at about 2/5 of a second. I've got the ND8 grad on the top there just to darken the sky, and I've got an ND8 solid filter on there as well, just to allow me to have that movement in the water in the foreground here. So f/18 ISO 100, and I mean the water's coming in rapid. The camera was just here a second ago, so you have to keep your wits about. The dogs didn't make a run for it up on the rocks there. So yeah, on the Fujifilm XT2 today, I've got the 16 to 55 lens on there, just as a bit of an all-rounder. I was going to chuck on the 10 to 24, but as the waves are coming in so fast and the light looked like it was going to linger around a little bit, I didn't think I had time. Okay, so just waiting for some nice movement over on the rocks in the foreground, waiting for the waves to retreat back to the water, so I get this bit of a motion trail in the water there, and then we'll see how that looks. Right, so I don't want to admit defeat, and I think what I'll do, and one thing I absolutely hate about taking a landscape or seascape photograph is when you've got to rush to set the shot up. I absolutely hate that. I think that part of the enjoyment of landscape photography for me is the relaxing process, but sometimes it's just the best one in the world. You see the light, you've got to run and grab it, and that's exactly what happened. We missed it still, but we tried. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and be patient. The sun looks like it's going to break through them clouds over there, so I'm going to set the camera up again about 10 metres from where the water's coming in now, so you can see these rocks here. I'm going to use this as my foreground, just leading off then to Church Rock over the background there, and wait for the tide to come as far as here. Yeah, this will give us plenty of time to set the composition up properly, get the settings right, and make sure everything goes to plan. Okay, I've set the shot up, and as I said, I've got a lot more time now just to wait for the water to reach as far as I am now, so it's a lot less stressful, and I don't feel like me or the dog is going to get a soak in. So she's happy, she's sitting over there. Where is she? Yeah, she's sitting over there keeping an eye on everything. thinking I've lost my mind. So right, anything for the photograph, right? Again, the light's gone in, but I'm feeling confident that it will at some point come out and light the side of Church Rock for me. So until then, we've got some really nice reflections in the sand. So the polarizer's on, but to be honest with you, it's not really doing that much because I don't want to lose the reflections in the sand. The ND8's still on there to get me the motion in the water, and the ND8 grad to darken down the sky. So you know we've got a nice balanced exposure. Oh, there's the light. That's the light. That's the light. Let's have a look at this now. Okay, so there's my composition. I'm still at, let's just check the histogram, but I'm still at 2/5 of a second, I'd say, at f/18 ISO 100. So I'm just focusing on the foreground here. These rocks just here, just about a metre and a half in front of the camera, with the 16 to 55 wide open. There it is, just made it wide open. And just in case now, waiting for that water to eventually, probably about 5 minutes or so before it actually gets this far. We'll catch it then. So I did say the water would probably be here in about 5 minutes. What I should have actually said was 5 seconds because it's here already. It's crazy. Flipping heck. Not only is it here, it's if you see the camera, it's right here. So we're just taking a few snaps now. As we've got the motion in the water in the foreground. Not even sure if you can see that because it's that bright. There you go. There you go. So just waiting for the water to come up to this rock and then retreat back to the ocean there, and then I'll get the nice frothy movement in the froth as it does. Straightforward, eh? There he goes. Boom. There we go. This is fantastic now. We're getting lots and lots of movement by the rocks. And to be honest with you, it's probably not long before we've got to leg it again. So I'm just waiting for the water. What I've noticed is when the water's got enough motion, it kisses this rock here. Not quite like that one, but maybe on this one. It kisses the rock there and gives us, look at that. So what I've done is I've set the camera, get out of the way, save myself, leave the camera. And what I'm noticing as well, as the waves come past, they're actually sinking the tripod slightly. So I'm having to be wary that of my horizon being straight, because it does seem that every single time the waves go back, the waves come over the camera tripod, the thing's moved. So I'll end up with a lot of wonky pictures. But no, this is superb now. I'm loving this. Lots of colour. And what I've done is I've set up the trigger as well. So it's not just taking one shot, it's taking several, just so that I've got good selection of images. So I've got a burst of, say, 2 a second, I'd say it is. Just to make sure we get the motion in the rocks and we've got enough images to choose from. There we go, this will be a good one. There we go. Yes. Don't know if you've seen that. I might have been pointing at the floor, apologies. Let's try again. What a day today's turning out to be. I was not expecting anything like this. I mean, I knew it would be a nice day, but for November, it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe it. I mean, I've got the beach to myself. This is incredible. Look, there's no one around. Mental. So lucky. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I'm sure the sky is still going to be amazing for sunset, but I'm doing my best to get down to the Bridge of Wales and the Stackpoles and everything to get a really, really nice image down there as well. But what it's dawned on me that as soon as I get down there, I'll have like 15 minutes to get all the way back to the car in pitch black before it gets pitch black. So I don't know how this is going to work. We'll give it a go. I'm walking as fast as I can. The little dog, bless her. Callie's not happy. I just ran the last bit because I thought I'm not going to be beaten. I don't know how far away from the bridge we are, or even the stacks. I thought, do you know what, for the last 20 minutes I'll be looking over the cliff edge thinking they're here now, they're here now. Can't be far. And now I'm worried about it getting too dark for the trip back, and it started raining. So that must be my omen. But I'm going to give it 5 minutes. I'm going to run for 5 minutes, see how far we get, and see if we can find anything. And then after that 5-minute run, I'm just going to have to bail. Breaks my heart. I can't believe it. I give it my best. It's further than it looks. On the map, I thought that's doable. 2 hours maybe from one point to the next. But look at the light. That's heartbreaking. Yeah, the light's amazing and the photograph would have been lovely, but I've just got to think of being safe getting back to the car. And to be honest with you, it's got to be a 2-hour walk. An hour and a half to 2 hours, I'd say. And that's if we get a move on. And now it's started to chuck it down. So we're an hour and a half from the car and it's thrown it down. Does it get any better? Okay, I don't give in that easily. I've got back to Church Rock where we took the first photograph, or the only photograph, and the light is absolutely gorgeous. Starting to light up the cut. There's Church Rock over there. Not where I'm pointing though, over there. And the sun is starting to light up the car's lovely. So what I've decided to do is take a quick, quite an abstract shot. Got the camera on really, really low to the ground, and before the waves come in and soak us, because they are coming in, I'll run you through my settings. We've got Church Rock on the left-hand third. I've got the horizon just bang in the middle. It's breaking the rules a little bit, but I quite like the composition. I like the motion in the water. It's a long exposure. It's a second and a half, 1.3 seconds. Very basic, as I said. Just taking a few very slow shots just to get some plenty of motion in the water, and be quite an abstract image, I think. Well, just goes to show not to give in until you're literally back at the car and soaking wet. And luckily, and we did have a mad half-an-hour run through St Martin's and up the other side in the soaking rain, but it's opened up lovely. Got some lovely colour in the sky. We've done really well. Are we going the right way? I think so. Thank you so much for watching the video. Really, really appreciate all the encouraging comments and stuff I've had so far, social media and whatnot. It's been brilliant. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and if you enjoy landscape photography videos, hit the subscribe button, and look forward to seeing you again soon on another adventure. I am literally going to fall down here, I know it. I better concentrate. See you again.